while back I made a video on how to make crater bases for wargaming. I made some simple round ones and now I'm going to follow that up with some square ones. Now the squares are slightly more of a problem because there's no easy way to make a pyramid. The way I've found that works is firstly build a cube and then in edit mode right click on each vertex in the top corner. There's an option to combine them into a pyramid. The way to do this is to select Alt M to merge the vertices. Then you can merge them at a point that turns this into a pyramid. Now we have a square base pyramid, this is going to proceed fairly usually. I make another cube and position it so that it's just above the pyramid that I've just created. What I then do is a Boolean operation to cut the cube away from the pyramid. The idea of this is that I will now be left with the bottom base with a slight beveled edge. On top of this I place another cube of the size of that inner bevel. The reason for this is because when I merge this with the base that I'm going to be using, I need some area above because otherwise it'll chop off the top of the craters. I then merge these together to make one plunger object. I then import the object, in this case it's a base, of the far side of the moon, again from NASA's library of STLs. It's a very useful one because it contains an enormous amount of large craters, which is what I want for the style that I'm looking for. I position the square object where I want it, like I did in the circular example. And now I'm going to apply a Boolean intersection to keep the parts which are in both the plunger object and the crater base object. I move that intersection away from the crater base to check what I've got, and then delete the crater base. And then save the object as the file I want. Export it to an STL. A quick bit of undoing and redoing once I've saved means that I can make multiple bases in multiple different positions very quickly. It's basically a couple of Control Z's to get me back to the point where I was, but since I've already exported the finished file, that won't be changed. The setup and design of this took a bit longer, but once I'd got to this point I could pop out a crater base within, say, a minute, possibly less. Go again for a simple paint job. I don't want to spend too much time just on bases, and they look reasonable I think. So in black they go. And then a heavy grey brush over the top. Followed by a lighter grey dry brush. I went pretty heavy on that one and then made a bit of work on it. There you go, the finished product.